Years after the deadly Gatlinburg wildfires, a long-awaited memorial is being unveiled to honor all that was lost that day, and it was so much. In November of 2016, 14 people were killed. More than 2,000 structures, homes, and businesses were destroyed after the wildfires ripped through the Smokies.
Well, today, the city of Gatlinburg is remembering the victims and the thousands of lives that were changed that day.
Fernando Garcia-Franceschini joins us live this morning from Gatlinburg ahead of the monument's unveiling, and it is really beautiful, Fernando.
It is. It certainly has like a magic feeling right here, even though, as you can see behind me, the memorial still hasn't been unveiled. That's happening later this afternoon. But I do want to take you through a timeline of what happened on that day on November 28, 2016. It all started at about 9:57 in the morning when the National Weather Service issued an alert regarding a fire on chimney tops in the Smokies. And that alert was also telling nearby neighbors that because of the winds, there was a chance that the fires could move closer to the town. And what started as a 50-acre fire then quickly grew into a 500-acre fire that took with it homes, buildings, and lives. However, it wasn't until 8:30 that evening when the city of Gatlinburg issued an official mandatory evacuation order, and that has always been one of the biggest points of contention. You know, people say, why did the city wait so long? If it would have issued it earlier, maybe it could have saved some lives. And days later, on December 2nd, was when neighbors were allowed to go back into their homes to see the devastation firsthand. And on December 13, 2 weeks after the fire, officials announced the flames were 100% contained.
We're strong, we're resilient, and we're gonna make it. We're gonna pull it together and continue to make Gatlinburg the premier resort that it is.
2 weeks after the fire, District Attorney Jimmy Dunn announced the arrest of 2 juveniles charged with setting the fire. Those records, however, were sealed to protect the teens' privacy. And then on December 15th, President Obama signed a disaster declaration for Sevier County. And that same day, Dolly Parton's My People Fund distributed its first checks to support wildfire victims. Again, today, city leaders will dedicate this memorial behind me to the victims and first responders that served the Gatlinburg and Sevier County communities. That memorial, by the way, was originally scheduled and set to be somewhere else, but then in August of 2019, heavy rain damaged that original location. So that's why we say that this has been such a long time coming. Now, the ceremony, like I mentioned, is going to start this afternoon, specifically at around 2 p.m. here at Minot Park. It is important to note that parking will be limited, but the city is providing shuttle service through Gatlinburg trolleys. Indeed, a very special day here, and again, very much long awaited. Ladies, I'll send things back to you.
All right, Fernando, thanks so much. You know, Russell Biven and I were at the helm on the morning show that day, and Russell went live from Gatlinburg. I was here in the studio. I think we were live for 16 hours straight that morning.
I cannot imagine.
Just such a sad time for our community, and we felt it too. You know, it's our town as well.
From the families, yeah. And you can find more of our extensive coverage right now of the fires, the recovery, and the long wait for the memorial on our website. It's all on WBIR.com/wildfire.
You can also go in depth with our podcast called Inferno: The Gatlinburg Disaster. We get to